I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV on an evening that saw Liverpool trounce Chris Hughton's Norwich City side at Anfield 5-0. Yes, 5-0. Amazing. Before we talk about the game though, let's first have some of your Facebook comments, which have been the few that I've had a chance to read, an absolute pleasure. Jack Cairns, to start us off, says great quote on Fox Soccer Live: lightning and frightening, it's Suarez and Sturridge. Fantastic, good work. Probably the best thing Fox I've ever done, apart from maybe the Simpsons up until about 1998. Anyway, credit to Danny, brought in to score goals, and he has 3 and 3. Where are the skeptics now? They'll never walk alone. Answer: Twitter, that's where they are. Ryan Herbert: Henderson surely has to be a nailed on starter now. Yeah, could not agree more, Ryan. If you have any thoughts or opinions on the performance of Jordan Henderson, please do let me know in the comments section below. Aaron Watson: simple question, who needs Pele when you have Henderson? I'd rather have Henderson now than Pele now. Adam Walker: excellent. Great to see Sturridge hit the back of the old onion bag for his 3rd successive game. Bring on City and the Gooners. Yes, indeed. Andrew Hudson-Lay says, I had second thoughts when Skirtle and Reina were not in the starting 11, but I'm so glad I have been proved wrong. Sturridge and Suarez looked lethal as a striking force. Bring on Arsenal. You'll never walk alone. Jack McVeigh: simply fantastic. Yes, indeed. And Dan Cooper, to round us up, says, Hendo haters, Sturridge haters, Brendo haters, even Downing haters. Care to speak now? So glad not just to win the game, but kill it. Yes, fantastic. Yeah, no, I can't fault that really. It's hard to talk about stuff when we're fantastic. Okay, what more can you say? I think the point we made, it reminded me very much of, I might be wrong on this, I think I said this was Sunderland perhaps, where we weren't like amazing. We weren't like, we didn't play the best football I've seen us play by any stretch of the imagination, but we were clinical. We were absolutely like lethally clinical in front of goal, and I've seen those games time and time again. Norwich basically came, 2 banks of 4, very defensive, obviously looked to be as compact defensively as possible, limit our chances, defend tooth and nail and what have you. And time again I've seen teams come to Anfield and come away with a point, or even get a smash and grab and take all 3. What it takes to win those games is someone to produce a little moment of magic. Hello, Java updater. To produce a little moment of magic and basically break the deadlock, and Jordan Henderson's done that. What a fucking strike. What more can you say about that? It's just it's a brilliant hit. Luis Suarez is just magical in the build up to it, but all the credit goes to Jordan Henderson. I mean, who thought he had that in his locker? I'm going to hold my hand up and say, didn't have a fucking clue. Did not have a fucking clue. Our major criticism of Jordan Henderson, in fact everyone who's played in that advanced attacking midfield role for us this season, is that there's not enough goals in that position at all. No one seems to be nailing it down, making it their own. Jordan Henderson, mate, as someone said there, nailed on starter, based on that performance alone, certainly. But looking at the rest of the team, again, Luis Suarez, absolutely brilliant. Daniel Sturridge was fine, another good solid game. But the most important thing is, again, he's not absolutely outstanding. He's not like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. He was good, but he wasn't, you've seen those games where you've got these, he wasn't in Suarez's class, is the best way to describe it. And yeah, he gets a goal, he does what he's meant to, and that's what a proper centre forward is. Gets in the right positions to get the goals. Look at his goal, it's not going to win my goal, it's not going to win goal of the month, it's definitely going to win goal of the season, but he's in the right place at the right time, and we've lacked that centre forward since Fernando Torres left. So absolutely fantastic to see that. And as someone rightly pointed out, 3 and 3, scores on his debut, goes away from home to Old Trafford, scores on his Premier League debut for us, and then comes and scores not just in front of the Kop, but literally in front of the Kop for his home debut goal as well. So absolutely fantastic. Can't ask any more of Daniel Sturridge really, and the fact that he was involved in general play as well was really encouraging. I mean, that step over for Suarez's goal, that's class. Who'd have thought when you said Suarez and Sturridge starting the team, you'd have thought those roles would have been reversed. So great to see Sturridge has the awareness to do the step over, and Suarez, who played quite deep, and wide. Hey, we're back. Also, had the wherewithal to make that run in beyond, and that makes us so dangerous. Just makes defenders think twice, because all of a sudden, like I say, logically speaking, Luis Suarez is playing in your sort of 10 role. He's dropping off, and you think, well, we don't need to worry too much about him. As long as we've got Sturridge picked up, we'll be fine. We can maybe have a slightly higher line. Boom, Suarez goes straight to the middle like that. Goes straight through the middle. And you know what, again, criticism after criticism since we signed him. He's not a natural goal scorer, left-footed, slotted, bottom bin. Boom! Pick that out, you know what I mean? And look, once Henderson's goal goes in, Norwich's game plan goes out the window, and we took them to task, which is fantastic, because once again, we've seen that in the past where maybe we've not capitalised on getting a lead, and we've been a bit sloppy. No, once again, absolutely clinical, and great to see more goals come in the second half. Again, once again, we could have having been sort of 2-0 up. There's a temptation there to go, okay, well, you know what, let's just see this game out. But the fact that we pushed on, there was a fella sat by me who said maybe 65 minutes on, we'll watch, Rodgers will make some substitutions and we'll sit off, and the game will be over. But we made the substitutions, and the players that came on were hungry to get goals. They were hungry to get into the box. They were hungry to make things happen, because the likes of Sterling and Barini are looking at that and thinking, well, how am I getting into the starting 11? If I'm going to get into the starting 11, I need to get into that side when I can and take me chances. And that was fantastic to see. I was sat in the lower centenary, sort of Anfield Road, and the view's not amazing, so a lot of the real detailed stuff in and around the sort of cop end box and stuff, I couldn't attest to the ins and outs of what happened. But great to see Fabio Barini on the pitch. I didn't really see a great deal of what he'd done, but again, minutes on the pitch will definitely make him a viable option for future games. I can't really fault anything. Let me know who your man of the match was. I think there's an obvious candidate, isn't there always? His name is Luis Suarez. We know this by now. So if you don't want to give Luis Suarez your man of the match award, then we'll just call it the man of the match award. Or, as we've done in weeks gone by, we'll have your non-Luis Suarez man of the match award. So who was your non-Luis Suarez man of the match? Please let me know in the comment section, or tweet us at the Redmen TV. I'm going very gangster today. I'm in such a good mood. Happy to report as well that the introduction of a half-time Bovril worked wonders. So what more can you say? No, and Chris as well, long-term viewers of the show, Mr. Chris Pajak, has had an absolute shocking record. Sat in RCD, took our season ticket for this, and he hasn't seen many good results in the last sort of 18 months. Good to see it. Good to let him get a good win under his belt. No, fantastic. I can't fault the whole team. What's good to know as well is Jose Enrique will come back, and our left side will look a lot better. But Glenn Johnson looked absolutely phenomenal, can I just say, in the left hand side, time and time again, just causing problems in an attack. And said that Andre Wisdom did well once or twice, maybe played it safe, but I don't want him getting ideas above his station. Hello. So please do let me know, as I say, your man of the match, your non-Luis Suarez man of the match. Just want to get for knowledge done and updates, isn't it? Anyway, we'll be back with a subscriber show this week, as always, as you should know well by now. It's free to try it out for a month, so please do check it out on the redmentv.com. It was fucking hilarious this week. It looked a little bit like this. But I mean, there's a point I made, Sean, was because obviously a lot of people are getting very downbeat about it, which is, I mean, how are you feeling about it on the whole? I think it's a game. Christ, I mean, my first season on a season ticket was 87, 88, and I still expected us to get beat at Old Trafford. It's just what happens. So it's not a game that I ring fence as a guaranteed 3 points. So losing 2-1 there isn't something I'm going to slip my wrists over. And if you're going to lose 2-1 there, you better being 2-0 down, making it 2-1, having a storming finish, than you are being 1-0 up and losing it late on. We've seen that before. Yeah, always a good laugh to film, and hopefully always a good laugh to watch as well. I just have to say thank you very much to Jamie, who gave me his ticket for today. Thank you very much for Tom, who came up and said hello, and nearly got a mouthful of hot dog in his face because I was trying to scoff it before the second half began. And thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you with the subscriber show next week. If not, I'll see you back here after Arsenal. Excellent, that should be enjoyable. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and good night. Ta-ra.